Welcome to Magical Arcanum. I'm Ryan Gomez. Behind the scenes is Nicole Burdick, and we're so glad you're here because it's story time. And today's story time takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away because we're talking about Star Wars Unlimited and the new intro battle Hoth, the perfect way for you and a friend to learn how to play. Fantasy Flight Games sent me this early copy because they know I'm a big fan of stories and of games that tell stories. So who better to explore a product that promises all of the thrilling action of everyone's favorite frozen battleground? Inside this box, you'll find a board that folds out to act as a sort of two-player playmat. It is huge. We'll look at that later. You get a sheet with a QR code on it that takes you to a digital copy of the rules and a video that will walk you through how to play in case you like to learn that way. But they also give you full printed rulebook as well with lots of great illustrations and examples and pictures in there. Nice to have. And then a sheet of punch-out cardboard tokens that you use for tracking damage and special abilities. And then finally, the two full decks of cards. The theme of this intro battle is the iconic Battle of Hoth from The Empire Strikes Back, with the entrenched rebels fighting to defend Echo Base from the invading Imperials. Now, in Star Wars Unlimited, each player needs a 50-card deck plus a leader and a base. Your leader sets the tone for your strategy, and along with your base, dictates which colors of cards make up your deck, which will contain your units that fight on the ground or in space, and then event cards that can heal them, boost their attack power, or, do other cool stuff. So, one deck in here has Leia Organa as the leader, while the other features Darth Vader. You'll take one and give the other to your friend and set them up on this massive and beautifully illustrated board, but do not shuffle those decks. That's because this is a curated and guided learn-to-play experience. It follows a script for the first few turns, during which you will be taught how to place your resources, how to play units, how to make attacks and mark damage, and so on. Eventually, the training wheels do come off, and you get to start applying your own strategy, but only after you're comfortable with the basics. There's no scripted winner here. Your choices will matter. And I think that is really great. Learning a new trading card game can be intimidating, but Fantasy Flight clearly put a lot of care and effort into keeping things accessible here. Obviously, the characters are a big part of Star Wars, and we have got loads of them in here. Han, Chewbacca, Luke, even R2-D2 are all here, plus iconic ships like the Millennium Falcon, and even Bright Hope, which was the last transport to leave Hoth, and actually had some pretty cool adventures of its own in the books and expanded lore. And you know how much I love a good deep cut. Opposing them, Darth Vader has access to an army of walkers and troopers on the ground, and his own fleet of Star Destroyers that he can play into the beautifully illustrated space arena found on the game board. Snow speeders, target the main generator, Admiral Piet. So many vehicles, events, and characters from the film are packed into this box. You can't help but feel nostalgia as you settle in for a game and draw your opening hand. My favorite card is actually Echo Coordinator, because she's the Rebel Communications Specialist, and I majored in communications. And I also live in a pretty cold climate most of the time. Anyway, 2 decks right out of the box, plus all the accessories you need to learn and play the game. You could upgrade these decks and take them to your local store to compete, because everything here is fully compatible with the rest of Star Wars Unlimited, but I would leave them as is and use it to teach other players when the time comes. I think this is a fantastic product because the scripted opening does a really good job holding your hand and walking you through the first few turns. But after you get the hang of it, you can shuffle the decks and play, for real. So it has a lot of replay value too. It doesn't have to be just a teaching tool. More importantly, I think the art, card names, and overall theme come through very strongly. The Leia player will feel the mounting pressure as Vader continues to throw bigger and bigger threats her way. I mean, those walkers hit so hard. But Luke Skywalker has been known to turn the tide of battle more than once. So things are never hopeless. You can grab Intro Battle Hoth at your favorite local game store or retailer starting October 3rd. So check it out. And let me know which card has the best artwork. Okay? Then make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the great stories you'll only find here on Magic Arcanum. We'll see ya.